We've looked at the Mandela Effect quite a few times on this channel, and one thing's for sure, I still quite don't understand what these people think it is or why it's caused. But that's not going to stop me today as we take a look at another 2 examples of Mandela Effect madness. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we begin today, a correction from me. Last Friday I said this.
If I push the stick, the person on the sun or on the moon or on Venus or across a football field would feel it immediately.
Yes, but light actually travels that distance. Unfortunately, I said yes as a generalised way to start my sentence, which wasn't even scripted. Of course, I do not agree with Jeren's statement that you would instantly feel a push or a pull. And I was also very ambiguous with my responses in that video, something I am not happy with. Poor form from me and a bad day at the office. Must do better, and I humbly offer my apologies. So, the Mandela Effect. From what I understand from watching videos of these people, the Mandela Effect is an indication that something has changed in this universe, which means we have swapped to a different universe. And it doesn't even matter if you look at that same thing from the past, because you're now in a universe where in the past it was how it's supposed to look, even though it looks changed to you, I think. So today we're going to be taking a look at a channel from a guy who regularly leaves comments on my channel. A Mr. Brian Staveley, self-proclaimed Mandela Effect expert apparently, who's seen more examples of the Mandela Effect than I've had hot dinners. First up, we're going to take a look at a geographical one as he discusses Panama and South America. Here we go.
And somebody wants to ask me about the Panama Canal, so let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
Okay, good. Keep going.
I've traveled through the Panama Canal 4 times. So.
Oh, perfect.
Not this one. Not this one.
Nope.
Do you know about this? Have you?
I have no. I know that. I have no idea about what you're about to say. So, I can tell you about the Panama Canal. There's various different locks. You enter from Vasco Nunez de Balboa, Panama, which is on the west side of Panama. You cross under the Bridge of Americas. You travel up the islet and you go into the Panama Canal. There's various locks. Each lock ends with a lake, and it pulls you out into the Caribbean.
Indeed, and this guy's been through it 4 times, he says, so he should know.
So what direction does the water run?
The water is running from west to east.
No, it's not, and never has. It runs from southeast to northwest, and it has done so for over 100 years.
You sure about that?
That's
not anymore.
Let me show you something. So I'm just gonna go to Google Earth real quick. I want to show you something, and I'm going to describe, before I show you people, I want to talk about this. Okay, now guys, don't pull up anything. Let me just tell you, all right? So, when I first woke up to the Mandela Effect, right, we're going to do a little backtracking. It was the Berenstain Bears like it was for many people, right? It was the first thing I heard, Berenstain. I knew it was Berenstain, didn't realize how big of a deal it was, but I knew something was up, okay?
So you misremembered something. Great.
At the same time, I was delving into some of these other things at the same time, so I kind of put it aside. This is what really woke me up to the Mandela Effect. This is what jolted me. Okay, let's zoom out. I'm going to go to... I know I need to get my screen share up. I'm just trying to spin the little globe here the right way. So, a second. And I have it, I think. 1 second. So, you even told Anchor Memories. These aren't mismemories. You told Anchor Memories about the Panama Canal, the lock system, and the water. I'll tell you right now, the Panama Canal does not run east to west.
okay.
No, it runs from southeast to northwest. And even if this man has travelled along the Panama Canal, it doesn't mean he's actually looked at a map and seen where he's going.
The Panama Canal, and I'll tell you why. If I was to ask you where South America was in relation to North America, what would you guys say?
Oh, it's south.
It's right South of America.
It's actually it's offset a little bit. So you have Central America, and it's offset just a little bit.
It's offset quite a lot, but yes, please continue.
But yeah.
All right, I'm going to get into a screen share right here and blow people's minds, including your own. Okay, South America has moved over about 1,500 miles to the east. It's barely underneath North America now. And in fact, the time zones are about 3 time zones over from where they were. Not only that, because South America has moved, because it's moved so far to the east, right? So far, 1,500 miles over or so, right? Look what's happened. Central America can no longer touch the top of it. Central America now touches the west side of South America, and the Panama Canal is north and south.
So much wrong there. Right. For starters, everyone's understanding and recall regarding where South America is compared to North America is most likely based off the Mercator projection map, a 2D representation of a 3D surface. When you look at the two of them on the Earth in space, South America is to the south of North America, of course, but not in the same manner as the Mercator projection map. So this tells me straight away that they're most likely remembering South America's position from the Mercator projection map. Now this is not necessarily a mismemory. Additionally, the Panama Canal does not run from north to south, as we've just seen.
This happened in 2016 for me.
If they could see my face right now.
Oh, they can. I can put you on the screen share. Look at this. You sailed through there. And I've talked to other people that have gone through that.
Dude,
Now,
that's not right.
Yes, it is. And Brian claimed that he came to this realisation in 2016, but I was well aware of the Panama Canal and its orientation before that. But let me guess, my memory of what I knew about the Panama Canal has also been changed, or I'm from the universe that he's moved to, something like that.
Dude, listen, Brian, I was in the U.S. Navy for a little under 10 years. I did 3 deployments in the South Pacific AOR, Central America and South America. That area where your pointer is at right now is where I operated. I know
Wow.
South America is more. The whole angle is off. It's supposed to be more tilted to the left. South America is almost directly under North America. The West Coasts are almost directly even with each other.
That tells me that during your whole time in the Navy, you probably didn't look at a map.
Yep.
Joel,
And now, what I'll show you real quick is some old world residue that I have.
I
and
love
then we're
this
gonna
shit.
discuss some other changes real quick. So check this out. So everywhere I have residue of South America underneath North America. You'll find this on all sorts of depictions. I mean, look at this. Panama Canal, east and west, right? Mm-hmm. That's how it used to be.
That's from an animated film called Rio. You're taking your evidence from that? Amazing. Let's move on to the next clip from Brian, where he has found a Mandela Effect example regarding King Tutankhamun.
What do you remember King Tut's headdress looking like?
I know that it's gold and blue, but I'm not sure enough that I know enough details to claim that it's changed at some point.
What's iconic about it?
What's iconic about it? Well, it's probably the most well-known Egyptian artifact ever discovered. For those of you who are not sure what we're talking about here, here is a picture of the magnificent piece.
What does it have on it as a feature or features?
Well, let's have a proper look, shall we? Okay, we've got some nice blue stripes, as I mentioned, a young looking face, a nice beard there, and 2 items on the forehead, what looks like a snake and a bird.
Did you remember, or did you say to yourself or to others, a snake? A snake in the middle of his forehead?
Without seeing it before, I wouldn't have been able to be specific.
That's what I remember. That's what I know millions of people around the world remember. His headdress with a snake in the middle. Now again, we're talking about something that's potentially thousands of years old. I don't buy their timelines with anything, so I'm not going to say it's definitely X amount of years old.
Of course you don't buy the timelines involved, why would you?
Maybe it's just a few hundred years old. Either way, it's a physical item that many people have researched that's very, very old. And now it's changed. If you remembered one snake in the middle of his forehead, it is no longer what it is in this reality. It's never been that. So, people that say the Mandela Effect is stupid.
Now, I don't think it's stupid, I think it is a thing, but I don't think it's supernatural. The Mandela Effect occurs when a person believes that their distorted memories are in fact accurate recollections. It is a psychological phenomena, not a supernatural one.
They will say you're an idiot. They will say you have bad memory and you've never done any research.
Not a bad memory, a false one.
Well, I'm going to show you what it is right now. And then I'm going to show you some reality residue from all over the world. Everybody remembers the one snake. So let me just bring up this image I want to bring up. I'll show you the current reality of what it looks like now. And let me bring it up on the other screen share. So now, King Tut's headdress has the snake, and this is some sort of vulture, a bird. He has both on there.
Okay, well, I will claim that it's always been there, but this isn't even the original headdress you're looking at, Brian. Take a look at the actual original. No cane or other items. Brian is looking at some sort of replica.
This isn't a reissue. This isn't a digital download, a Blu-ray release, a mistranslation. Oh, you just got to go back and look at the original, Brian. Look at the original text. Look at the original artifacts. Yeah, they've all changed.
Okay, so instead of it being something simple like a mismemory, it is now a total overhaul of everything that we've known about King Tut's mask as well as the mask itself. Have you ever heard of Occam's razor, Brian?
This is the actual King Tut headdress.
Well, not that one you're looking at, Brian. This is, but not your one. And you claim to do your research.
That rests in Cairo. A vulture and a snake. It's not even symmetrical anymore. Look how ridiculous it looks.
I think it looks fine.
If you remember the snake in the middle, guess what? You Mandela Effected. Stop denying it. Stop saying it's just little insignificant things.
Well, how about I offer up an alternative explanation, Brian? Egyptian artifacts aren't always in the forefront of the general public's mind. And you see a variety of examples of these headdresses mentioned whenever you see something regarding Egyptian history. One of the other well-known death masks discovered is that of Susanese I, which does contain just a snake in the middle of the head. Is it at all conceivable that when you remember King Tut's death mask, you could have mixed up the details with other death masks that you've seen? I think so.
It's everything. There's a complete reality override happening. People want to bury their head in the sand about it. I'm going to show you guys a window, a couple quick articles. Slide this on over. Show you some residue. Rare vintage, King Tut pin. Snake in the middle. Snake in the middle. Snake in the middle. There's no bird here. Snake in the middle. Snake in the middle. Okay. Over here, museum exhibit for King Tut. Okay. Obviously, this is not the original, but it's off of the original statue based off the original King Tut. And what does he have here? Well, he has a snake. There is no vulture.
But that famous mask, as I keep saying, is a death mask. It was buried with King Tut. Why would he be wearing that in his daily life? And the snake is a symbol for the cobra goddess of Lower Egypt. Not at all inconceivable that he would wear headwear with only one god on it.
Okay. Next, this, more residue. This is what I remember it looking like. And I'm sure many of you, whoops, get that out of the way. Snake in the middle. Where's the vulture? Why isn't the snake off to the right? If it's always been off to the right. Well, it's left. We're looking at the right. And where's the vulture over here on the left-hand side?
Oh my days, I figured it out. You have only ever seen bad knockoffs of the King Tut's death mask. Then when you finally do see the original, you notice that it's different, and hey presto, Mandela Effect, all of history has changed and you've jumped to universe. Bloody hell, Brian, do me a favour. I think we're going to leave Brian here in his Mandela Wonderland and come back and revisit him at some point in the future. Thank you so much for watching today. It really is appreciated. If you enjoyed watching today's video, please do consider subscribing and hit the like button as well. Again, very much appreciated. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great week, and I'll see you all on Friday for Flat Earth Fail Compilation 31. See you then.